Do you have this on there? Like the iPad? Okay, let's go. Good evening, truth seekers, and welcome back to the Nighthawk Resurrected, the show that refuses to let the unexplained stay in the shadows. I am your host, Kelly Powers, alongside my favorite co-host, Ginny. Hi, Ginny.
Hi, Kelly Powers.
We're broadcasting live worldwide every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Give us a follow on our new YouTube channel and X and Twitch at Nighthawk Resurrected. Don't forget, go follow us there, guys. We are streaming. Tonight, we welcome a powerful voice from the world of spirit communication and intuitive insight. Joining us is the nationally recognized psychic medium, author, and strategic advisor, Karyn Reece. Gifted since childhood and known for her remarkably specific readings, names, numbers, dates, and timelines. Karyn has appeared on TLC, Discovery Travel Channel, the CW Bravo, and Coast to Coast AM, of course. A former stockbroker, now who works full-time as an intuitive. She is the author of The Lighter Side of the Other Side and offers private consultations that bring clarity to love, relationships, career, and life's biggest decisions. You can find her at Karyn Reece, so it's KarynReece. Welcome, everybody, to the Nighthawk Resurrected. We will be right back with Karyn Reece. So she has another email. It's like biz. I can tell you what it is. bizwithstar@gmail.
B-I-Z bizwithstar. Okay. By the way, all of this is getting straightened. Yeah, it was in your machine. Okay.
You got her?
Well, I sent it to her.
What?
I sent it to her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And all of this is streaming.
Get ready,
So we're-
Kelly.
Of course it is.
Yes, we're live.
Welcome to the Nighthawk Resurrected. We are live and we are being videoed. This is Kitty. And I'm
Kenny's
here
so
with
excited.
Kelly Powers.
He is. Yeah, I don't think the listeners understand. Like, we are working in here. We have our amazing engineer doing her magic, and then we have Ginny, who is like, he is more the chick than both the chicks in the studio.
Okay.
He's like getting his makeup done. He is posing. He is like, does my camera, is it the right angle?
Just let it be known, when you are a superstar, you already are a superstar.
Oh, I'm super excited to hear that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Remember what I
Ginny.
told you about you? You
What?
are a star.
That I'm
being
crazy to
superstar
do
born.
any of this.
Aren't you the superstar that's supposed to be born?
I don't want to be that. Thank you,
Come
though.
on, Kelly.
Thank you. So we're very excited. Sorry, I keep flipping my camera around. I'm trying to get it at a better angle.
Kelly's playing.
As I was just making fun of Ginny for doing that. So, Ginny, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty amazing and fabulous at the same time.
I
And I know that just like,
God.
how can you possibly
Oh my
be
God.
like that? But guess what?
What?
I am.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because I am. That's
All
why.
I can think is I hope that some of our listeners actually log onto this stream and see what the chaos that was just going on, like for the last, I don't know, 35 minutes. So it's a
sometimes-
process. This is, we are so blessed to have our engineer in here helping us. This is okay, so streaming on YouTube, X, Rumble, that's easy. Okay, just going on your computer, anybody can do it. You guys can just get your computer, open it up, stream, no big deal. But when you're trying to pot in the board and the radio station and everything that is here at KSCO and incorporate that in all the streams, that's not as easy.
TMI.
Why? Why is that TMI?
Just
Ginny, this is like behind
let it flow. You don't need to hear all the nonsense from behind.
All I'm
How
saying
is
is
your
it's crazy.
amazing day coming? Sometimes you just gotta lighten up and let go and let God.
My day was
It's gonna say that.
extremely annoying. Okay, I'm going to make a big giant complaint. So I'm trying to help a family member of mine. She needs some help losing some weight, right? So
Right.
worked with her doctor, got her the GLP-1. Okay, great. First fill is like $150. Second fill, $150. Third fill, $350. I mean, they keep getting more and more expensive. And here's my point: like, I am full. Like, if I can do everything naturally, I will do that. But
Right.
at this point, this person needs like medical intervention, right? It's
Yes.
either lose some weight or like not be on this planet.
Right.
So been working with them. There's this thing, it's called the Bridge program, right? Where you can get these GLP-1s for $50 and they're all over commercials. Like GLP-1 as low as $50, get the Bridge. It's really easy, just sign up. Okay, so let me tell you here.
So
I need to move over because I can't see you.
What happened?
The Bridge program has an exemption. You are not eligible if you have sleep apnea. Let me ask you a question, Ginny. In your I know I'm not asking you to look for data. For people that tend to be on the overweight side and need a GLP-1,
They probably
do you
have
think
sleep
most
apnea.
of those people have sleep apnea?
Yeah, so they would probably need it more. I just got off the phone with a cousin, and he told me that his brother had cut out sugar altogether and carbs, lost quite a bit of weight, does not have sleep apnea anymore, does not snore because he's not heavy.
I know.
So
I know, but that's my point with this whole program is like, okay, you guys are all, trying to get people to get this medication for cheap, but then you exclude, like I looked it up on AI and it's high 80% of people that are considered to be obese, right? Because you only qualify for the Bridge program if you have like a certain BMI, right? Your body mass index. It's high 80s that are considered to be obese have sleep apnea. So they've set this program. They've knocked out 80% of the people right there.
The goal is to not give away your product for free. So, I mean,
nobody's giving away anything for free. Let's be real. So, these suckers, they've been, I'm just disgusted
like
with it.
Given away for free.
I think that the insurance company
I don't even
want
think it should be the insurance companies. It should be the food conglomerates
that made us all fat.
That like make people fat. Need to like.
So big sugar, big soda, big cereal. They should all have to like pay into a fund to fund GLP-1 for all us fat Americans.
People that are overweight, like it's all food.
Well, maybe that's a good class action lawsuit that you have come up with. Yes. Pay for some intervention for all the fatties out there.
Don't feed us garbage and then expect us not to get fat.
I do love garbage. I love food. I love sugar.
You love Doritos.
Don't tell people that. I don't eat any of that.
You don't like anything.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
A short commercial break that we have to take.
Yes, we'll be right back with Karyn Reece. Hang on tight, folks. We'll be right back. Okay, is she on?
So she is on. I had her on the stage and then took her off because you guys didn't bring her on, but she's on.
How do I bring her on? Hi. How are you?
Hey, Cal. Good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank you. You were funny.
Can you? Well, I can hear commercials.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. I'm
So
listening.
she may not. I'm not sure.
Hi, I'm Ginny.
Nice to meet you. I was listening to
Greg,
the weight
all we
loss.
can hear is commercials. Can you turn those down? No.
No.
You can't?
Yeah. We might have to wait.
Okay.
We're gonna have to wait a minute.
I have the live stream going on X on my phone in there. You can hear her. You can hear everybody. We go see if we can hear the commercials. One sec. See, the commercials aren't really coming through.
They're not?
Not on the live stream. They're going out over the towers. But I can hear Karyn loud and clear. I can hear all of you.
So then it's the microphone that it's picking up. It's not necessarily what's playing
Well, you guys don't have your mics turned on yet.
now, but when they were on,
Right.
you could hear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you could hear her.
I can hear her now.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens when the mics get turned back on.
Okay.
I think it's okay. And if the only thing nobody's hearing are the, question mark commercials, and we don't really care because we're gonna patch those out anyways. But
Can you hear us right now?
I don't think she can hear us.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can hear us, Karyn.
I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely can hear
Okay.
you. Can you hear me?
it's a little bit of a test and trial and error right now because we're trying to stream
Yeah,
and be on the radio. Right?
Yeah. So
Can she hear you?
do you
Yes.
have the iPad up and pot it up? Yeah.
I can hear.
I don't know
She can
what's
hear
gonna
us
happen.
Great, but we can't hear her very well.
So if for some reason we can't hear her,
Do you want me to call in?
we can always get her to come in through here, log into Zoom.
Well, presumably,
I mean, you could hear it before, right?
yeah. I mean, it's just the feed coming. So
Because I
Zoom
can
on
hear
a
you
computer
talking.
goes out through the board. It's just whether or not this, this machine.
I can hear you talking back there.
Yes, the way.
Hey, Cal.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You look beautiful, and your hair looks amazing. You look great.
Oh, I know. It's been a crazy day. I'm in Buffalo. Barfalo.
Hang on, I can't hear you. I'm hoping when the commercials go off, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Maybe.
I can hear everybody, but not really
And
the
that's
commercials.
streaming on X.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you can hear us talking, but you can't hear the commercials.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the commercials anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But we'll see what happens when
When the board comes.
the board comes back up, or you guys
Okay.
know.
all right.
but
Well, this
for
is
all
all
intents and
trial and error
purposes,
for now.
The stream is good. Whether broadcast hears her, I don't know.
How can we go into the talk or the what is that studio called?
Control room.
The control room, because you can hear the feed coming right in there.
Yeah. Once we're back up.
So that's what I'm saying. Once we're back up, you can walk in there and see if you can hear her.
Yeah.
and us.
Yeah, and the stream.
And that'll tell you if you can hear it on the radio.
Yeah, but what's our can she call in? Does she have a number just in case?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Nighthawk Resurrected.
Welcome back, everybody. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Karyn, are you on? Can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear her through the. Is
Yeah.
she potted up?
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Shoot. Okay, hang on. We're doing a
We
little.
have a few technical difficulties, but we'll be right with you.
Okay, hang on. Ginny, put on some music for a second. We'll try to figure this out.
Well, what if we do that?
No, you can't do that. So, we are honored and blessed to have Karyn on tonight. She is she's a fantastic lady. We've been working hard to get her on, and like I said, she's appeared on all kinds of places. She's been on Discovery Channel, Travel, CW, Bravo. She is a former stockbroker and now works full time as an intuitive. And she's the author of The Lighter Side of the Other Side. And so if you want to connect and have a private consultation with her, go to KarynReece.com. It's KarynReece.com. Hey, Karen, can you talk to see if we can hear you?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nothing.
No.
Shoot.
I can hear you on my phone.
Yeah, but that's not what we want. We want to hear her on the radio, Ginny.
It's funny because I can hear you. So I can
For
hear
some
you.
reason, I don't know why, the sound isn't coming in through the board, which is a problem. Hey, Karen, do you by chance have a phone? Like a telephone? Can you call in 831-479-1080?
Yes.
Leave your feet up. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can continue to stream you through StreamYard, and then we'll see if we can get you in through the telephone. Ginny, when she calls, answer it.
All righty, I will do that.
Hang on, guys. We're live and we're rolling with the punches. Like I said, this is very new for all of us, and we're trying to figure out as we go. Right?
Yes.
I hear a little bit of backfeed, Ginny. Oh, that's my phone. Call the station. So it's 831-479-1080. 831-479-1080. Hang on, folks. We'll get her right on. Sorry about the, there we go. Get that going, Ginny.
Can you hear us now?
Oh, now there's an echo.
Yes.
I mute.
How's that?
Yeah, mute on your computer, Karen.
Let me try. How's this?
Sounds good.
Summary.
Are you catching feedback? Yeah, I can hear. Wow. So let me ask you, as
Karyn, can you hear me through the?
Can you hear
Now
me?
you can hear me through. Okay, I'm gonna.
Turn that down so it's not echoing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm Kristen. I'm not on camera. Sorry.
Kristen's an engineer.
Let me try one or two things. Well, I don't get the engineer badge yet until I get this all working, but I realized we need audio out for her to get onto the board,
Okay.
which is possible. So I just changed that. Thank you, Grok. So I have the audio out.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Got it.
Um,
Can
Okay.
you hear me now?
I can hear you.
But in terms of what's going on in here, going out over the your this pot iPad,
Yes.
that might solve it for her going out over the transmitter, not being on her phone, and we hearing her in our headphones.
You want
So-
me to try it?
Sure. I mean, so you have her off
I have her off.
the
but
phone.
Can you hear us right
Mhm.
now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
We have you now.
Okay, that might
you
work.
can.
So
We have you on the board, so you don't need the phone.
I won't be
But-
bored.
What?
Sorry.
I
I won't be
know what
bored.
you meant.
now I'm not hearing her, but you are in your cans.
Well, no, I can hear her right here.
Oh, you have her on
Yeah.
the preview.
I have.
Okay.
She's on the preview right now.
You can't hear me on the preview though.
No.
Okay. Because I'm not on a mic, but I am on the stream.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we're at least solving. So Karyn,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, Chris, I can hear you.
Maybe if you don't mind, let us start the next hour like this. If you want to turn the volume all the way down on your phone, well, I guess that doesn't matter. You're not on
I have it
speaker.
off.
Stay
off.
connected on the
She's
phone.
off the phone right now.
Okay.
You hung
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I'll dial
you're-
back on.
I think you're perfect.
Okay.
Can you
I think
hear
it's
now?
gonna- yeah.
Let's try this. Worst comes to worst, you got to call back and we go back to the configuration we had a minute ago.
Oh, I hope it works so she doesn't have to hold the phone.
I know.
Karen, say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Un, deux, trois.
A, B, C.
Amazing.
Da, 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 da. Okay.
You're so fun.
This may not. Okay. So I'm going to leave this machine on. Whether we have crazy feedback and I have to kill this for the stream, I don't know.
Okay.
But let's just try it like this. And I'll panic and pull plugs if I have to.
Okay.
Okay.
We have about 1:40 right now.
So if you need a
We'll be
drink
back
or
on
if
the
you need to
air.
do something, and if you need a couple extra minutes, we can talk. I can make fun of Ginny on the air for like 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, first of all. And we should do your readings. We'll book some readings privately, the two of you, if you want. It's up to you.
I would love to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Because we got to tell you got Canada all around you too, Giddy. So like Canada's popping up. So we'll talk about that in a Jordan
I
or
have
George or
what all
something.
around me?
Canada. Do you like going up to Canada? Like Vancouver?
No.
Maybe
Yeah.
he needs to.
Maybe I need to go
Maybe
to
I need to
Canada.
send Ginny to Canada.
I keep seeing Canada. Oh, Canada. So,
Oh.
but
Yeah, he's
anyway.
quite been watching TikTok for like 5 hours, and it's all been like Canada and Canada news.
No.
Oh, is that what you do?
Look, you want me to
Yeah,
tell,
he sits. He
no,
usually
you want me
he's
to
sitting
tell
over
you
there
what
TikTok.
Canada means?
What?
Yeah, because I think your dad said,
Canada
what's the
right now
Canadian?
means Trump.
Oh,
what
so
is
are you
that?
about the whole
Trump
Trump
is
tariff
like
things?
dealing with Canada.
I know that's
right
what I'm
now.
saying. You're TikToking and watching all the videos on Canada.
Lake America, baby.
Anyways, if you need a minute, feel free. Okay.
Oh, I'm fine. And thank you again. I really appreciate that. This is fun. I was looking forward to it, Cal. It's funny before you reached out. And by the way, I sent you a thing and then there was a typo. There was a spell check. I go, oh, shit. I put down Kelly with an I instead of Kelly with a Y. So
That's
when you
okay.
send,
I
you know,
spelled
when
your
you
first and that last name wrong. So
this was
I
laughing.
think
I go,
so.
hooked on phonics didn't work for us, right?
No.
You know, so
No
It
worries,
is
no
what it
worries.
is.
I put it back on X and I corrected it. So all of our streaming is like brand new. We've been strictly, oh, are we back?
okay.
Go Guinea.
Welcome back to the Nighthawk Resurrected.
Guinea,
This
I
is
can't hear
Guinea.
anything.
Kelly, can you hear me?
His
now?
mic is not on.
Yeah, it is.
No, mine
There's just
is
no
on.
light. Hey, Guinea, I can't hear anything.
You're all on. So it's Karyn.
No, I can't hear anything. Maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go push the buttons. Kelly has to push a few buttons, and she'll be back in just a minute. Karyn,
Well,
no,
don't worry. There's just dead people in your office, everybody.
okay.
You can hear me, correct?
I can hear you through. No, Kelly, doesn't work.
Nothing?
Can you hear me now, Kelly?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, are we on?
There you are, Guinea.
Huh.
Jeez, Guinea, we don't have any intro music. We have nothing. Can you please like do your job and do something? Come on.
How's that, Kelly?
That's not the one I wanted, but I'll take it.
And welcome back to the
There
Nighthawk
we go.
Resurrected. I'm here with Kelly, and she is really happy with me right now.
We're
And
doing
so,
fine.
Karyn,
Yes, Karyn Reece, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. We are usually a little bit more professional than this, but you know, hey, what are you gonna
sometimes
do?
you gotta use some yank anchors with Kelly.
Yank Yankers. That sounds almost X-rated, Jenny. I think it's kind of
That's
Yankers.
funny.
Just
So-
be okay with whatever.
Let's get back into the show, please. Jenny, you're way too distracted, and we can hear you, Karen. So this is great. This is good.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
before the break, we were talking a little bit about your books. You want to
Oh, yeah.
go into your books, or what do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've just finished writing, a couple books that I've been working on, and the other one I did is Heaven Knocking on Your Door is Hell Kicking It In, and that's something that's motivational because from what we see today, there's a lot of struggles and people have emotional, issues
You
going
just turned
on.
her all the way
so-
down, Guinea.
Would you please stop for a
You
second?
got to turn her up a little bit.
She- Yes.
I think
Carry
we
on.
lost the feed.
No, we didn't. lose
Are you
the
there,
feed.
Karen?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, oh, good. Isn't it fun though? I mean, it's a great time to always try. I've, working in the industry because I produce my own audience show, and there's always like fun things with technology. Gotta love it.
I don't enjoy it at all.
Kelly hates it. That's
I-
why she gets so she's like, "Ugh, it's
I
not
want
working."
everything to like work.
She wants everything perfect, and it
nothing-
doesn't always work like
always
that.
work. It doesn't always work. That gets lost.
So close, but you got it working, which is important. So,
Kind of. We're getting there. So tell us about your first book. When did you decide to write it?
let's see. Well, I've gotten 5 books. The Lighter Side of the Other Side, I wrote that years ago. I'm going to put that back out, update it a little bit, add some more to it. And it was just funny little stories. Everybody takes this industry as serious, and I like to have some laughs at what I do because sometimes when I do my readings, I get funny situations or funny stories, and why not add that in? And then I've written another book, is Heaven Knocking on Your Door, is Hell Kicking It In. And that's a great book if you need a little motivation, has a little bit of a spiritual spin. So I have that book. And then I wrote another book, when I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. That's a really good book. That's one that I based mostly on, death and how to move forward and messages from the other side. So I've taken a lot of my experiences and I've kind of put them in different subject matters. The one thing when you're a psychic, people always like isolate you. And I'm like, you could be a psychic, but you could do other things. And that's who we are. We're multidimensional human beings, all of us. We're not just this or that. We don't have to necessarily stay in one lane. Experience, life is meant to really live to your potential, and your potential doesn't necessarily have to be one thing. And it doesn't have to be anything grandiose either. It could be like you're the best onion peeler. But if that's something you take pride in or something you're really good at, excel, with that and then move to the next. Life is really a game. So we're always testing ourselves. And it's one thing that I always tell people, when you get some sort of a struggle, you're testing yourself because We're spiritual beings having a human experience, right? So everything that comes
We
our
need
way
to
is testing
struggle.
us.
It's important, don't you think? That struggle and the growth and everything that comes out of that is where we learn
Exactly.
the most, I think.
Yes. And it's interesting. A lot of people don't get it, but sometimes people around us get tested. So case in point, you might have a loved one that passes on, and this is just one type of example, and maybe your best friend or your so-called best friend doesn't show up at their service. That person was tested for them, and then tested for you to really see. So sometimes our experiences also lend itself as a test to others around us. So
Right.
it gives you a chance to look at things. The one thing too, I'd say this is a 2026 year. So we work in 9-year cycles in numerology, right? So right now we're in a 1 year. So new beginnings, new ways of doing your technology, right? So it's a good time to plant the seeds for everybody out here for the next 9 years. What do you want to change? What do you want to do different? Who do you want in your life? Who do you not want in your life? Like, what are the changes? It's a 1 year new beginnings. Great for entrepreneurs. It's great for new beginnings. It's just FYI on that. So what we put today continues to snowball into the future.
So plant your seeds now and they'll grow.
Yes, hopefully, and hopefully no weeds. That can happen too. You can
Because the weeds can pop up, right?
exactly. And you always want to get people that are not of your highest and best, that aren't vibrating. I always tell people, treat animals and people the way you want to be treated, and life would be good. We haven't gotten that yet collectively as a bunch of humans. We got to keep coming back. That would be known as reincarnation because we're a bunch of dumbasses. So here we are, everybody, back
I
again, So
Yeah, but everybody's not at the same level, and they're not supposed to be, because we're all
That's-
supposed to be having our own journey and learning as we go.
that is very, very true. And you always want to pull people up, right? Where you're
Right.
at, and then you want people to pull you up. That's a very, very point on thing to be, acknowledging. So,
To be trying to elevate people to have a higher consciousness.
exactly, and you could feel the push-pull energies. There's
Right.
those polarities. So, but that's ultimately what our goal is. So.
Well, a lot of things in life that people don't understand is that some people, they're getting their master's degree down here, and they chose
Yes.
to come down here to go through all these experiences. And other people are just starting their education. They might be kindergarten.
Well, and that's very true. People will say, how many lifetimes, it depends on the person. Some may have had a few. I'll tell you, the more your soul is developed, usually the harder the lesson is. You're going higher up in the grade.
Right.
So, and it's like what you do with it. And it's not the mistakes that we make always, it's what we do with our mistakes, right? Do we
Right.
learn from it? We're a bunch of dumbasses. So, a lot of times to come back,
Right.
Well, maybe you're trying to master that ability. And maybe sometimes.
Well, maybe certain lives you just didn't get the lesson.
Well, yeah, but sometimes like the experience of the things that are going on are part of the experience.
Right.
Yes.
Like the difficulties that you have with people and communication and not being able to deal with people on certain things. That is what you're supposed to be focusing on, how to deal with.
Right.
I believe.
I agree with you.
Well, then it brings to another point. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You go.
So, a lot of times in this industry, you get the airy fairy people, and everything that goes wrong, it's karma because you were bad in another life. And that really bothers me because people take this on and start to feel bad about themselves. I'm like, no, you just might be in this life, having this as an exposure, having this as part of your game of life, like Ninja Warriors, right? And we were talking about, misunderstandings or what have you. And this is one thing that does bother me about the industry, because all too often it's easy for a psychic or so-called psychic to say, oh, that's karma. No, it isn't. You're just here. You did nothing from a past life to, create this situation now. So I always try to tell people, live in this moment. Don't think of it as a past life. Now, in this lifetime, if you've done bad, sure, you can create some bad karma that will come back to you, as well as good karma too.
Right.
But not everything that goes negative is because you were an idiot in a past life. It's just because you're being tested or you're trying to get to that next growth level.
Right.
Well,
You have something you're learning.
well,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Also, your perspective.
Yes. Yes.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, the perspective on you seeing the situation, you're like supposed to be viewing the situations as you're dealing with them,
Mhm.
rather than
And how you handle it?
yes, like you're supposed to be like looking at things like, am I being kind to others, and am I treating people the right way? Am I listening? All the things that you're supposed to learn in kindergarten, but you might not have ever like taken them into heart.
Right.
That's kind of what you're supposed to be doing out in the world.
Sure. I agree with that.
Is what I think.
So why push out 4 books? I mean, that's a lot of writing. How did that come about? Did you just like one day wake up, or was it just all these ideas flowing and you had to put them on paper?
For 4 years, 5 years, so I started, Is Heaven Knocking on Your Door, Is Hell Kicking In? That I started about 4 years ago. Faster Than Thought, that had been kicking around for, I don't know, a lot of years, because having worked in corporate, doing a lot with business clients, that type of thing, I thought, I really need to write this book. I'm going to teach classes about using your intuition in business, especially if you're in sales, or if you're an attorney, you want to pick a juror. So finally, I had written it everywhere, like little bits here, you write it down, you talk in your whatever. And then the other 2 books, the other one, when I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. That actually I probably started probably about 3-4 years ago. I had a different title to that, and I had written half of it. So in the last probably 9 months, I'm like, I just got to finish, wrapping these things up. So I just started like hiring. Yeah. And I don't have long books. I mean, I love to read. I love Audible, but the problem is I'm very busy. So I want to get to the point. Give me a couple points. Give me a couple, give me the gist of it. What's the gist? You can look at any of these books, get the gist of it. You don't have to do like this long, 1,000-page read to try to get all this heavy, deep. Like, who has time for that?
That's
I
what
want to
Reese says. Give me the cliff notes.
Can I have the
Right,
cliff notes on everything?
Yeah,
Like
Cliff Notes. I remember
Cliff
those.
Note
Yeah.
life.
That's so funny because he says that on all, a lot of times we don't want anybody coming on the show to give away the entire book. That is never. I want people to buy your books, right? If you come on and give every bit of the book, like, okay, you told me, now I don't need to buy it. But he always says, like, give me the cliff notes. Like, what's the deal?
Can we have some cool cliff notes on?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you can, like, with using Faster Than Thought, how you can use intuition, how you can use your gut feeling if you're doing a, negotiation, there's like some techniques and things. So, I mean, there's like just different things that you can tweak. I'd like, everything you thought about psychics is dead wrong. There's so many misunderstandings, and people always think if they get a message, it's always something psychic. And I'm like, no, take a deep breath. It's all good. Let's really analyze it. So, because there's so many like misinformation.
Your book.
What's that?
What about your book, that Heaven and Hell one that we talked about?
Oh, that's a great book. And I'll tell you, I had a partner of mine, and we had discussed it. Funny thing, I shouldn't say it's funny, but I said to him, I see you passing in October. And 2 years later, he passed in October. It was during COVID.
Okay.
So, yeah. And so we had started talking about it, whatever. And, but that book is really meant because when you're going through struggles, it's heaven knocking on your door, is hell kicking it in. And it's like being able to really rise above the ashes. Here's techniques. Here's what you got to look at it. It's how you look at things too. Sometimes, is the glass half full, half empty? And here's some remedies or some ideas on how to navigate around it. Because that's what people need. If people feel that they don't have power or control, that's where they really get depressed and they spiral down. A lot of times it's what, and this book kind of gives you clarity, motivation, and kind of reaffirms that you can get through it. You can transmute this negative energy. I mean, like fire, you can use fire, either you could get burned by it, or, you can make a nice cup of hot cocoa. Right. So, but it has a good,
right?
What's that?
Or fire could be a new beginning.
Exactly. Yeah. Destruction, rising from the ashes.
Right.
Exactly. So, and I think like it's something we need. People are searching these days. That's why, they come to psychics. People are searching. Sometimes you can go within and know you've got that, inner strength to get you where you need to go. It's just having a roadmap, maybe having a strategy and having some clarity. Most people from my experience and my practice, get very depressed when they feel they don't have control and they feel victimized because people are picking on them, the family, whatever. But when you really step out, take a look and see how you can actually change it or change your perception, that's when you become empowered. And that book addresses that.
What is your favorite thing about being a psychic?
Or psycho without my coffee in the morning.
No, it's okay if you need your
Starbucks.
coffee. I love coffee.
Oh my God, I need it. You know what? I think probably just seeing people, just meeting people of all different, I love to meet people. I'm a people person. So
Right.
I love to, interact with people. I love to have fun. You always can learn. So it's just funny and just seeing different personalities. It's funny as a psychic too. Sometimes people think, they get intimidated and they're like, are you going to read my mind? I'm like, well, I see there's some dirty thoughts, and then they get very nervous, but I do jokingly. I mean, I'm really not always on. People think when you're psychic, you're always on. I'm like, yeah. Do you have your radio on all the time? You would burn out, right? But meeting people is probably the best thing about being a psychic. And I just meet so many people, circumstances, and helping people. Obviously, that's some, especially parents. I get a lot of parents today, and
Right.
that is one of my parents and pets are my two. Those are the heartbreaks, but I always am reminded, this is why I really do what I do. I get a lot of parents that lose their kids, doesn't matter if your kid's 40 or 4, and being able to help people navigate that, because people get stuck. And what parents don't realize, your son or your daughter, they see you stuck. They want you to move on, because when you're happy, they're happy. Because when you're on the other side, you still are yourself. You're not this angel. If you're a moron here, you're still a moron there, but you still want your loved ones to be, moving forward in
There's
their life.
moron spirits all around.
Oh, yes, there are.
Kelly.
So do they come through like just complete morons? Like how does that work? Do they just ask really stupid questions or give stupid responses, or how does that work? How do you know if you have a moron spirit?
Oh, just like you do when you run across a moron on the earth plane, you just know, I mean, and that's the other thing. That's another, misunderstanding. People don't come in and talk like this and that. I'm like, no, this guy's a jerk, or this guy really loves you. Like, they're real, and like when somebody tries to give you these grandiose, like whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of malarkey. That's not true, So people are just always yourself. Your physical is a pair of clothes, right? You leave your physical, your pair of clothes when you exit your body, but you're still you. You look like yourself. You look fabulous. You're in the healthiest. When I see spirits, sometimes I see them clearer than others, because it takes a lot of energy, but people look like they're 25 and healthy. I had somebody today, she walked in, and spirit woman with her friend, and that was a murder case I was telling you about, and she was standing there, and I was relaying the information, blah, 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 blah. And her friend said, oh my God, she'd been in a wheelchair. I go, well, she's standing straight now, because you're healthy. So
do you think that you get to pick how you
remember?
Well, how your form is, right, in the spirit life? Like you said, you could be, in your mid-20s, or do you understand my question? Like, what if you're like, I liked how I looked when I was 45. Does the spirit get to pick?
You do. Most people seem to be right around maybe 25 and 30, but if you want to be at that point, you can. You're projecting it. It's where you feel good, but most people usually at that point, they don't have any, like, whatever, body fat, especially women, we're brutal on ourselves,
Right.
So it is what it is. Right. You don't have wings. The wings I have are on my arms.
I know. I keep doing these exercises and it just hurts, but it's not doing anything. They're still flapping.
Exactly.
Okay, so let me ask you. We took over this show for back in KSCO.
Dave Allen.
What are you giving away the punchline, Ginni?
You know what? Let me tell you. I was going to say to you, Ginni, are you connected to a Dave? I swear to God. I swear.
So that
to
was
God.
my question, and it doesn't matter
Yeah.
that it's out there. So back in the 90s, the top show on KSCO was the Nighthawk, right? And that was the late great Dave Allen. He did the show,
Yes.
and he suddenly died, right? And it was tragic, and everybody was sad, and you know, the show was very much missed. And so as the KSCO studio has been revamped over the years, somehow we got roped into doing the Nighthawk, and this was, you know, three and a half years ago. So my question to you is, do you have any messages from Dave? Is he happy about the show? Is he mad about the show? Any thoughts?
So when we were talking earlier during our break about, you know, the other country, I was going to ask you, Ginny, I was going to say, are you connected to a Dave? Because I kept hearing a Dave. So that's definitely Dave. Loves what you're doing, and he's talking and is very happy with the way that you're doing it. He's laughing about some of the technicalities or something, and he keeps showing me like a November and a September connection. So those are usually birthdays or passings or anniversaries. He keeps going back and forth. So he's showing me some highlights around there. But he's very happy. And that is so weird. I was going to say, do you have a good friend named Dave? Because I kept hearing Dave, especially when I was talking about
the
that.
whole show is, you know, when we first started this show, we used to bring a lot of clips from Dave, and we were really working hard to get some of his guests that came on. Unfortunately, when he was on the radio, it was in the 90s, right?
So it was 25, 30 years ago.
Right.
Plus, and a lot of the people that had been on the show are now since passed.
They're
and
in the spirit world.
We did find a couple that hadn't passed and came on the show.
Sure.
And we would try to play clips from when they were on the show before. And then, because we have thousands of hours of archived shows that we would skim through and listen to stuff and try to bring those people back.
Yeah. So my question was, is he happy with the show? Because we've had to adjust a little bit, but we want to honor Dave Allen, of course, because he was the GOAT, right? He was the original. That's why we're the Nighthawk Resurrected, because
he would do 5-6 shows a week.
Yes, he was amazing.
3 hours.
That's insane. Yeah. Very happy with the productivity that you're doing. And let's talk about a Glenn too. I think that goes with you too. So I think you've got somebody with that name coming up around you. He's pointing to. So keep that around you, Ginny. But very happy, Kel, with the way you're doing everything. And he just is very appreciative. I'm looking at him, by the way, because he's there. Because I kept hearing Dave. I'm like, hang your horses up. Very appreciative of the fact that you're getting, you know, putting the message out. Loves what you're doing for those that are out there. He loves his audience, and keep up the good work is what he said. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we've been blessed. We had his daughter call in a few times. So, you know, if you're out there, we love you. We love your dad. And thanks for supporting the show and keeping the Nighthawk alive. So,
yes.
Anyways, that's awesome. So we are just at about our commercial break, guys. We're going to adjust a little bit so we can see if we can get the sound a little bit better. Ginny, why don't you jump to our commercial break right now? This is the Nighthawk Resurrected. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I want to remind you guys, we have Karyn Reece on tonight. She is a fantastic psychic and medium. Go check out her work. It's KarynReece.com. Pick up her book. She's got 4 more coming. You're going to love all of them, and we're just honored to have her on tonight. So, Ginny, take us to the commercial. Do you think we should have her call in?
Yeah, you know, she could just
Do both again?
do both again. The live stream sounds great. She sounds fantastic on the live stream.
And we
Guinea's
sound
the most
great.
hollow because he's furthest away because the sound is just coming from this. Grok and I are all over this, working it out. But for today's purposes, maybe she should call back in.
To finish it?
Mm-hmm.
If you need to take a break, we have about 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
I've got her mic all the way up, and this thing's
Part of what was
Mic all the
going
way
on,
up.
Kelly, is the board won't let me turn up the headset. It was at the
I
max.
thought you were turning it
No,
down because she
it
kept
was at the
getting more
max.
quiet. I'm
No.
like, Turn it up.
The board, I had the board at the headset on the max and you could barely hear.
I know. I mean, and I went and listened to her in there.
And
You
she
could
sounded
hear her. She was
amazing.
soft. It wasn't great, but it was digestible. The live stream sounds amazing, except for Guinea. But I mean, I think in general, we need 2 external cameras and 2 external mics.
So we have mics here and separate mics for live stream. We can
Just
do
the
that.
little ones that you
It
stick
doesn't even
on.
matter. We can
little
get,
lapel
we can get whatever's
mics.
needed to make this operate
Yeah.
better.
I'm
So-
trying to figure out. So yeah, two cameras that are camera only, 2 little external mics you could have on your lapels or whatever. I pipe that in through
and
here.
that's for streaming, and then
Yes.
this is for radio.
Yeah.
So we just do it separate.
Yeah.
Nothing is together.
And then I still, we still have to work out this.
The guest.
It's working, right? So the speaker out from this thing, from StreamYard out to the iPad pot or whatever he's got us on, is working after I reset the speaker's, output on this, but it's low. So that would be another, I haven't quite figured that component out yet, but I'm just trying to dream up, like, let's just cut our losses with the weird feedback and all this weird stuff. Keep the integrity going out of the towers and have
Because we need to just
decent
sound good on the
audio in
radio,
here. Yeah.
But we want to be able to obviously
Yeah,
have a
totally.
good solid stream. And like I said, it's easy if you're just streaming. That's like basic.
Well, and the other thing is so here it's like I've got the 2 of you, I've got Karyn, and then
This
the
brand.
laptop as if it's part of the light. We don't need that. So,
How do we get rid of that?
well, if I have cameras and mics coming into this computer from you guys, that becomes this computer.
Oh,
So, and I can have 2 mics because we have the paid whatever. You can add a second camera and it would just be 2 tiles just like it is now, plus the audio. So all that would be in this laptop's account, so
Got
to
it.
speak,
Got
or
it.
this laptop's persona in the stream.
Well, right, because you have the hosts all in one.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
split.
And I'm sitting here, but I'm not on, it's taking the camera and the audio from you guys. I mix it in here.
Why is it that Karyn can hear us so well on her end, but we can't hear her very well on our end?
For the radio part, I don't know. I mean,
She's
it's
not
like,
on the radio. She's on streaming.
Well, on the streaming.
She's on StreamYard. So all the feed is going through.
so just
But
now,
I can
yeah.
hear the sound coming out. And mine is all the way down.
Remember I said that? I kept turning it down, but I could still hear a little bit of sound.
Yeah.
But it has something to do with this output
Something
from this
out-
computer,
outside.
something about the output going into the board. I mean,
Do you think there's a better way to plug this into the computer than whatever it's jacked in? I'm sure there's something better than this just janky sound port that is plugged in.
there must be a better way. But if this is what we have right now, fine. But yeah, we can definitely work on that. That part of it is
Okay.
her a guest in the StreamYard, and we pot that into the console here. That's just we'll have to keep figuring that out,
Okay.
because this sounds it's great on the live stream. She's perfect, but it's terrible
On the radio.
going here. So yeah, that's just another thing to solve.
We have a few more seconds. We have 30 seconds.
So should I have her call?
Yeah, let's just do that for final.
Hey, Karyn.
Yep. You want me to call?
Yeah, will you? Because it's
Yep.
really light on the radio.
You
So-
got it.
Thing, call and.
But just leave yourself up on StreamYard. Let's see how that goes. If I have to, I'll
Okay.
mute. If there's a weird echo or something.
I have you.
Okay.
Sounds much better.
Does it?
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute her here.
So will you be able to hear her on there or no?
I don't think so. The thing is, there is a delay. The stream is delayed a little bit.
Is that normal?
Probably
Yeah,
because
I-
we're on Wi-Fi here, so it's
Right.
And welcome back to the Nighthawk Resurrected.
Welcome back, everybody.
Only have 30.
No, we don't have
No.
30. We have 24 minutes.
24 minutes
Thanks.
left.
Yes, we have 24 minutes left. The time has flown by.
I don't know where it's all went.
I don't know.
Maybe technology.
Maybe. Probably. So, Karyn, how are you? Are you doing okay? We, are you sure we weren't brother and sister?